Not bad at all.
Oh, she's just my type.
Just what is your type?
Looks, class, and she looks like she's got plenty of dough.
Now, how would you know a thing like that, huh?
I've made a study of these things. The only thing I have to do is make a new approach.
Walter, your new approaches do nothing but get you into trouble.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the belly dancer from Cairo, for one.
Her, well...
Yeah, what about the Grand Duchess?
What Grand Duchess?
The one that sold you the worthless diamond stocks?
Oh, both phonies.
They were phonies. Oh, yeah. Well, what would you call passing yourself off as a Hollywood producer or an undercover agent for the CIA? Oh, come on now, Walter. Why don't you just try being yourself for a change?
Sounds dull.
Okay. Look, if there's any change of plans, I'll call you. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll take care of everything. Don't worry about a thing. George? 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 George?
I'm sorry, miss, but I can't accept your check. You'll have to pay for the flight in cash or with an air travel credit card.
But surely there must be some place I can cash a check.
Not on Sunday, I'm afraid.
You mean I'm stranded here until tomorrow without any cash?
Having a little trouble, Hans?
Here, Clark, perhaps you could advise this young lady.
Hello there.
You're an American.
Well, isn't it a small world?
I'm Melissa Robbins.
I'm Walter Clark, Pittsburgh.
Oh, do you work for an airline?
Well, it looks like I do, but actually I own my own charter airline.
Really? An entire airline?
And where are you from?
Palm Beach.
And you're touring the continent?
Yes, I'm on my way to Zurich. But this silly little problem developed, and now I don't know what I'm going to do. Perhaps you could help me.
I have very many influential friends, my dear. Perhaps we could discuss it over lunch.
Well, yes, that would be wonderful.
Is this your luggage?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Hans will pick it up later.
Here, Clark, you mind?
Oh, come on.
What a darling dog. What's his name?
George. George von Edelweiss.
Sounds very aristocratic.
Very aristocratic. I bought him from a German count, or was it a baron?
He must be valuable.
Very valuable. Cost me a small fortune. You know, he's a rescue dog.
He's a rescue dog?
Oh, yeah, he's great in avalanches. He's perfectly fearless.
Fearless.
Fearless. Absolutely fearless.
Why Daddy decided on Palm Beach.
I thought of locating in Palm Beach myself, but my tax man advised me against it.
Well, it is expensive.
Oh,
and of course, it's hard to find good help there.
I have a terrible servant problem. Terrible. What does your daddy do?
Oh, he's in the direct mail business.
Oh, there's a lot of that going on these days.
Yes.
An awful lot.
I'm afraid he has more business than he can handle.
Oh, my, yes. Have you ever been to Mallorca?
No, not for years.
Oh, wonderful spot. Just wonderful.
I'm sorry to disturb you, Herr Clark, but can I speak with you for just a moment?
Certainly, of course. Would you excuse me, Melissa?
Oh, of course.
What do you want?
Herr Clark, about last month's bill.
Uh-huh. Oh, well, I've been very busy, and I haven't had time to go over my accounts, but I'll take care of it tomorrow morning, all right?
Okay, thank you, Herr Clark.
Thank you very much.
Anything wrong?
Oh, no, I was just trying to solve somebody's money problem.
I suppose people are always pestering you with things like that.
Always pestering.
Well, I may as well do the same. I have to find a place to stay for the night. Could you cash a small check for me, say $100?
$100? Well, you see, I've just been robbed.
You were robbed?
Often. It's disgusting.
Oh, it's terrible.
Terrible. So I don't carry any cash with me. I signed for everything.
Oh. Well, I guess I can always spend the night at the airport.
Well, I can't let you do that. Why don't you spend the night at my chalet?
Well, Walter,
No. I have an apartment in town. I can stay there.
You mean you own both an apartment and a chalet?
Sure as I'm sitting here.
Hello?
Hello, Frau Gerber. How are you feeling?
Ah, Mr. Hunter, you shouldn't ask.
It's that bad, huh?
Ah, Venus has moved into Mars.
I see. Well, are you running a fever?
That should be next, surely, Mr. Hunter. My horoscope says everything turns worse before better.
I hope not. Look, Frau Gerber, I'm really sorry to bother you, but I can't seem to locate Walter. Have you heard from him?
No, I haven't.
Well, if you should see him, would you tell him I'm coming home tonight? I'll try to reach him at the chalet. He might be there feeding George.
All right. And your trip all goes well?
No, all goes not so well. That's why I'm coming home early.
Ah, Venus caused everyone trouble.
All right. Well, look, Frau Gerber, I hope you feel better soon. Bye.
Goodbye, Mr. Hunter.
Oh, Walter, I love it.
It's small but sufficient, considering how much time I spend here. My cook and chauffeur and housekeeper are off today, so you've got the whole place to yourself.
It's so warm, but masculine.
Ah, no about
You've
that.
been so kind.
Oh, it's nothing. Now, how about dinner?
You're taking me to dinner, too?
Well, you know, I thought, yeah.
Walter, you're too much.
Thank you.
Walter, the guidebooks all talk about the St. Regis. They say the food is wonderful. Could we go there?
Oh, no. That's a tourist trap. I thought maybe we could have some fondue.
I'll bet you're going to take me to some little out-of-the-way spot.
It'll be a surprise. I'll go change. You'll be back at 7, okay?
Wonderful.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Will you leave George? He can be my watchdog.
Sure. Wake up, George. You're supposed to be a watchdog.
Bye-bye. Walter Clark's residence.
Is this 531717?
Yes.
Is Walter Clark there?
No, but I expect him back later this evening.
Well, who is this?
Melissa Robbins.
Melissa. Well, are you a friend of Walter's?
Yes, I'm staying here at the chalet.
I see. I didn't know that.
Who's this?
It's Jim Hunter.
Do you work for Walter?
Well, sometimes it seems like I do, yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, can I give him a message or anything?
No, I think I'd better talk to him personally. You can just tell him that old Jim from Zurich called.
He'll call back?
Yes, I think I'd better, Melissa. Thank you. Goodbye. I just feel this is not one of my better days.
Oh, I almost forgot. There was a phone call for you after you left.
There was?
Yes, someone named Jim Hunter. Said he'd call back.
Is that all he said?
Yes. But he did sound a little strange.
Well, you have to know Jim to understand him. You see, I don't entertain many feminine guests around here.
I'm flattered.
Well, you're very special. Sparkling Burgundy, 72.
Daddy always served wine with dinner.
I think when one travels in Europe, one should know all the good vintages. Un momento, that's Spanish.
Walter.
Oh, it's nothing. My dear. Pour vous. That's French. Here's to a memorable evening. broken glass. Now, that's a very good omen.
Good omen. I never heard that.
It means great fortune in matters of love. Melissa, I've been a world traveler. And you know, never in any of my travels...
Are you all right?
Yes, but I better get a towel.
Walter, something's burning.
My fondue. Oh.
Well, there's always the St. Regis.
A person could get killed at a table like this.
Perhaps if you spoke to the maitre d'.
Ah, he's just an employee. I would call the owner, but it would only delay our dinner, and I know you're hungry.
I'm famished.
Mademoiselle. Monsieur?
Thank you.
Dr. Ship.
It all looks so divine. What do you recommend?
Might I suggest some beautiful things of our buffet or the beef Wellington, the house specialty?
I'll have the beef Wellington, please.
Perhaps some escargots or the smoked salmon to start.
Oh, that's a hard decision.
Why not try both?
Well, why not?
Monsieur? Would Mademoiselle care for soup? Our chef prepared a very good turtle soup.
If you're sure it won't be too much,
Just enough to excite the palate for your next course.
then I'll have it.
Monsieur?
A cheese sandwich. You make sure the bread's fresh. You have to talk to these people, otherwise they step all over you. Ugh. How are your crepe Suzette?
Oh, delicious. Even better than they make at the country club back home.
Oh, I'm glad.
I'm concerned about you, Walter. Didn't eat your cheese sandwich.
Well, one eats so much of this food that the novelty wears off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have thought of that.
C'est la vie, as they say in Francais. Oh, boy, c'est la vie.
Is something wrong?
Well, what could be wrong? I mean, having dinner in a lovely setting with a good friend, it's the best of all possible worlds. Ah, it's not always good to keep it in the same spot.
I guess it's always safer that way.
When you have a robbery, it leaves a very great impression on one. Shall we go? Auf Wiedersehen.
Hello, Constable. This is Jim Hunter. Wondered if you could send somebody over right away. It looks as if I have a burglar in my living room. No, everything seems to be under control. Well, it's a little hard to explain.
What a lovely night.
Ah, yeah. It's a good dinner.
Oh, delicious.
Look at that sky.
Switzerland is the most beautiful place in the whole world.
It really is.
I'll always remember this evening, Walter.
You will? Even with all the trouble that I caused?
You're a very sweet, considerate, sincere human being.
Me?
You.
No. No, I'm not. I'm rotten.
What?
I don't own an airline. This isn't my chalet. I don't have a cook, chauffeur, or secretary. I'm a mechanic. A very broke mechanic.
Oh, Walter.
You're laughing at me.
No. Walter, my father, who's in the direct mail business, is a postman. We don't have any servants or belong to a country club. In fact, I'm here because I won a cooking contest. I'm as broke as you are.
Well, what do you know?
Why did you decide to tell me the truth?
Because I never met anybody as nice as you before. See, a couple of times I got in real trouble because
Hunter?
Inside here, Constable.
Walter, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, you know, it's a funny thing. I was about to ask you the same question.
Well, you see, something happened.
So I gathered.
I met Melissa. Now I'm a changed man.
Well, you're Melissa. How do you do?
How do you do?
No more deception or dishonesty. Well, don't look at me like that. I really mean it.
Sometimes, and it's nice to keep such a nice watchdog.
Yeah, it's a nice thing, all right.
Oh, thanks so much for letting me stay at the chalet, Jim.
Oh, don't mention it. Just hope you had a nice time.
Oh, what a vacation.
Well, have a good trip back, huh?
Thank you, I will.
Okay.
And you keep looking after these two, huh?
Thank you, Walter, for everything. Write me, promise.
I promise.
Thanks again, Jim.
Better get going. You're gonna miss your train.
Goodbye. Have a good trip.
Bye-bye. Oh, I will.
Bye. You know, Walter, that's a very nice girl. I'm glad you were honest with her.
Oh, I'm a changed man. Deception never got anybody anywhere.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
What do you want to buy a newspaper for? I read it this morning. There's nothing in it. You're just wasting your money.
Well, I think we can afford it. Oh, by the way, that chap from Missouri called me, got the charter.
Great.
It's rather interesting. George, a fearless St. Bernard watchdog owned by Walter Clark, attacked and subdued a notorious international jewel thief at Clark's chalet last night, while Clark dined with American heiress Melissa Roberts.
A man can't change his habits overnight.
I guess not.